Okay, now moving on, I will say that although the Breitling was my favorite new watch release, credit where credit is due. In the past week, Hodinkee definitely pulled off a coup. For whatever economic reason in the background inspired Vacheron Constantin to do this, the Vacheron Constantin Historiques Cornes de Vache 1955 for Hodinkee was a crowd pleaser in the same sense that that hypothetical continuation Speedmaster would be. 38.5 millimeters, it's an all-steel 36-piece slate dial pulsation scale caliber 1141 powered sort of ultra watch nerd variant of an ultra watch nerd watch, the 2015 6087 Tribute Cornes de Vache. The 6087 was a 36-piece cow horn chronograph, not a stepped lug, not a bullet lug, not a teardrop lug, a cow horn lug, built between 1955 and, believe it or not, the very early 90s when a few platinum pieces left the factory. 36 originals were made, and in conjunction with Hodinkee, which, in case you missed it, is now a watch dealer, Vacheron Constantin issued these 36 pieces in commemoration. The only Cornes de Vache Historiques models available in steel. It's a special run, it's going to be sold online, it's available for sale now, and it's a follow-up to late 2016's Zenith El Primero for Hodinkee edition of 10 pieces. I have to say, Ben, this is wonderfully done, tastefully planned, and again, this is an interesting collaboration by Vacheron because it won't move the needle for them. This is a company that needs to move 25,000 to 35,000 watches a year, and 36 pieces for a blog is not going to make a difference after a torrid year in which the new overseas line essentially failed in the market. Watchmaking talent was laid off, and in early 2017, we've even seen bloodletting in the C-suite as Juan Carlos Torres, a veteran of VC since 1981, was essentially kicked upstairs, replaced as CEO, and made a non-executive president. So again, this is not going to change VC's commercial fortunes, but I love the collaboration concept, I love the product that Hodinkee worked out with them, and at $45,000, it's not cheap, but I do think you'll get what you pay for. Okay, so questions coming in from the audience. Speedmaster X33, Eddie Landsberg, perhaps suggesting that we're going to see a Speedmaster variant in the X33 or Z33 family turned out. I would not bet against it. Honestly, I think we're going to see at least one of everything, from the ... side of the moon family, to the historic tributes, to the automatic coaxials, to the 1957s in their 41.5 millimeter case with the 9300 movement. I think you're going to see each model line within the Speedmaster family reinforced by some kind of novelty. And I think each one of them is going to be a tribute to 1957 in some sense. Okay, guys, the marquee, we have a guy named I Got No Idea What to Put, saying this is the first time he's seen our broadcast. Welcome, and thanks for joining us. Ken Lay, welcome, saying, since we brought up Breitling, what do I think of the Breitling Emergency? Do I see it as a gimmick? Well, here's the thing. Since the first one's rolled out in late 1994, at least a couple of dozen people have legitimately been saved by the Breitling Emergency. And, you know, there are plenty of situations where I could see myself as an offshore sailor or a wilderness hiker or a cross-country mountain biker crippled by an accident, thrown overboard, pinned under a rock, or otherwise incapacitated and absolutely disposed to just hit that beacon. Honestly, Breitling will pay you $25,000 and service your watch if you use it legally. There are draconian fines if you just set it off. But the bottom line is any emergency situation deemed life-saving is legit. It doesn't have to be an aircraft down aviation emergency. So I don't think it's a gimmick. I do think most people who wear it frivolously and see it as a gimmick, a novelty, a conversation piece, but that doesn't mean it isn't legitimate life-saving equipment. Broadcasting on both the old 125.5 megahertz and 406 megahertz, I believe, distress frequencies, the new one also has the ability to pipe the signal up to a satellite, so the satellite can then magnify the signal throughout its global network, so it's no longer constrained by broadcast range. The new Emergency is unwearable, but if you pick up one of the old models, every single one going back to 1995 is serviceable and restorable as both a watch and a transponder. So it's a gimmick until you need it. That's the best answer.